If you're about to spend your own money on a luxury watch, here's an uncomfortable truth. The market is terrible at pricing real value. Some watches are hyped into oblivion, and others quietly deliver far more than they're charging. Today, I'm showing you 10 watches that feel criminally underpriced. Pieces that, if released by a different brand, would cost thousands more. So stick around, because number 10 bends the definition of value itself.
The Grand Seiko SBG M221 GMT. Collectors don't talk about this enough. The SBG M221 might be one of the most honest GMTs money can buy. That ivory dial isn't flashy, but under natural light it has this warm, parchment glow that feels timeless, not trendy. At 39.5mm, the case wears like it was tailored, compact, balanced, quietly confident. Zaratsu polishing gives those case flanks a mirror finish that steel Rolex owners would kill for. Inside is the automatic caliber 9S66, a true traveler GMT, independently adjustable hour hand, 72-hour power reserve, and Grand Seiko's obsessive regulation standards. And here's the thing, it's finished beautifully, even though most owners will never see it. That's Japanese integrity at work. For $5,400, you're getting craftsmanship, restraint, and mechanical legitimacy without the flex tax. This isn't a watch for shouting, it's for people who already know. And if this wore a Swiss crown, that price would start with an 8. That's man math for you. The Longines Spirit Pilot Flyback. On paper, this looks almost too good, and that's exactly why people overlook it. The Spirit Flyback brings a column wheel flyback chronograph into a price category where it simply doesn't belong. The matte black dial is legible to the point of obsession. Oversized Arabic numerals, crisp subdials, zero nonsense. At 42mm, it sounds big, but the short lugs and brushed surfaces keep it grounded, tool first, and wearable. Inside beats the Longines caliber L791, COSC certified, column wheel, flyback functionality, and a 68-hour power reserve. Let that sink in. Flyback chronographs usually live in a much more expensive neighborhood. Pressing the pusher feels decisive, mechanical, satisfying, like chambering a round. At $5,350, this is pure function over ego watchmaking. If this said IWC or Breguet on the dial, you'd be staring at 5 figures. Instead, Longines quietly hands you aviation pedigree and mechanical seriousness. No applause required. And hey, if you're into watches that blend heritage with horsepower, from spring drive sorcery to twin barrel beasts, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You're in the right place. The Omega Seamaster Diver 300M James Bond. This is where Omega quietly embarrassed the market. The Bond 60th isn't just another themed Seamaster, it's a love letter to Omega's own history. That blue dial has this subtle wave texture that dances under light, paired with a lollipop seconds hand pulled straight from vintage military Seamasters. Nostalgic, but restrained. The 42mm case wears flatter than you'd expect, thanks to those twisted lugs and the mesh bracelet, which, by the way, drapes like fabric. Inside sits the META-certified caliber 8806, coaxial escapement, 55-hour power reserve, and enough anti-magnetism to laugh at daily life. Here's what no reviewer tells you. This is the Seamaster collectors wanted years ago. Clean dial, no date, purposeful details. At $9,400, it's priced below what its long-term desirability suggests. This isn't movie merch. It's a modern classic hiding in plain sight. The Grand Seiko SBGA413 Shunbun. This dial shouldn't work, but it does. The Shunbun's pale pink surface shifts between blush, silver, and champagne, depending on the light, inspired by cherry blossoms in early spring. Romantic? Yes. Subtle? Even more so. At 40mm, the case is sculpted with razor-sharp Zaratsu edges that feel unreal at this price. Inside is spring drive caliber 9R65, a hybrid movement that blends mechanical energy with quartz regulation, delivering a perfectly smooth seconds hand and a 72-hour power reserve. No ticking, no stutter, just glide. At $7,200, this watch punches directly at Swiss icons that cost far more and offers something they simply can't replicate. This isn't about specs, it's about serenity. If you value calm confidence over loud prestige, this is one of the smartest buys in modern watchmaking.
The Tudor Black Bay 58, Burgundy. The Black Bay 58 is proof that Tudor understands restraint better than its big brother. The burgundy bezel adds warmth without screaming for attention, while the gilt accents give it that vintage soul everyone pretends not to care about, but absolutely does. At 39mm, this is near perfect diver proportioning, balanced, slim, and endlessly wearable. Inside beats the in-house MT5400, COSC certified, 70-hour power reserve, robust, no drama. This is a movement built to be worn, not admired through a loop, and that's the point. At $5,175, this watch delivers heritage aesthetics, modern reliability, and daily wear versatility in one package. If this said Rolex Submariner on the dial, you'd be fighting a waiting list and paying double. Instead, Tudor gives you the substance, minus the circus.
And hey, if any of the watches I've mentioned have sparked your interest,
Or if you're deep in a late-night grail hunt, I've got links in the description that go straight to exquisite timepieces. They're an authorized dealer for over 80 luxury watch brands, from Grand Seiko and Tudor to independents like Angelus and Ball, so you're browsing real inventory, backed by real manufacturer warranties with global shipping. And for viewers in the US, they offer free shipping on all orders over $1,000. I've personally bought from them, and I only partner with retailers I'd recommend to a fellow collector over coffee. This is not a paid promotion, and if you use my affiliate links and pick something up, it supports the channel at no extra cost to you. No pressure, but it genuinely helps. Alright, back to the chronos. The Omega Seamaster Ultra Deep 6000M. This thing has no business being this wearable. The Ultra Deep is rated to 6,000 meters, a depth most humans will never experience. Yet on the wrist, it feels shockingly composed. The 45.5mm case sounds terrifying, but Omega's proportions and titanium construction keep it manageable, almost polite. The summer blue gradient dial transitions from electric to abyssal navy, mirroring depth itself. Inside beats the caliber 8912, Meta certified, no date, 60-hour power reserve, and engineered like a submarine component. At $14,600, this isn't just a dive watch, it's a technical flex with real-world usability. Omega could have priced this far higher. They didn't. And that restraint is exactly why collectors are starting to pay attention. The Seiko Prospex King Turtle SRPE 05. Let's get something straight. This has no right being this good. The King Turtle takes Seiko's legendary cushion case and refines it with sapphire crystal, ceramic bezel, and upgraded finishing. At 45mm, it wears bold, unapologetic, a proper tool watch with presence. Inside is the automatic 4R36, day date, hacking, hand winding, and built to survive abuse. Is it haute horology? No. Is it honest, reliable, and fun? Absolutely. At $500, this watch delivers more personality and capability than divers 5 times its price. It's proof that value isn't about price, it's about integrity. If you want something you can wear without fear, without babying, and without regret, this is it. The H. Moser Cie Endeavour concept, purple enamel. This is where value stops being obvious and starts being philosophical. The Endeavour concept removes everything unnecessary. No logo, no markers, just a grand fur purple enamel dial that feels alive, breathing with the light. At 40mm, the case is pure elegance, slim, refined, devastatingly confident.
Inside is Moser's in-house HMC 200, hand-wound, 17 2-hour power reserve, beautifully finished and quietly rebellious. This is watchmaking for people who've already seen it all. At $34,100, this isn't cheap, but it's underpriced relative to what it represents. This is Patek level philosophy without the baggage. A declaration, not a display. Would you wear this? Or does it cross into art piece territory? Tell me below.
The Breguet Tradition 7057.
The Tradition 7057 puts the movement front and center, exposing gears, bridges and mechanics like a living museum piece. The off-center guilloche dial balances chaos with precision. At 40mm, it wears classical but never old. Inside is a manually wound movement rooted directly in Abraham Louis Breguet's legacy. Shock protection, symmetrical architecture, and hand finishing that borders on obsessive. At $39,500, this is one of the most horologically significant watches you can actually wear daily. Other brands sell aesthetics. Breguet sells lineage. And this piece delivers history, craft, and identity at a price that hasn't caught up to its importance yet. The Glashütte Original Serenade Luna. Here's where people stop paying attention, and that's their mistake. The Serenade Luna is one of the most beautifully executed moon phases on the market. That rotating moon disc glides with poetic smoothness, framed by a dial that feels calm, balanced, and deliberate. At 36mm, the case wears refined and elegant, with Glashütte finishing that rivals brands charging far more. Inside is the automatic caliber 3514, silicon balance spring, 60-hour power reserve, and serious German engineering credibility. At $12,300, this isn't just a ladies' watch. It's a masterclass in restraint and design. Strip away the label, and what you're left with is one of the most emotionally satisfying moon phases in modern watchmaking. Every piece in this list shares one thing in common. If it wore a different logo or launched in a different decade, it would cost significantly more. If you're choosing with your own money, that matters, because hype fades, but ownership regret lasts. These are watches you grow into, not out of. Pieces that reward patience, taste, and restraint. I'd love to hear from you. Which one surprised you the most? And which one do you think is still underpriced today? Let's debate it in the comments. If you enjoyed this kind of calm, honest watch guidance, hit like and subscribe. It genuinely helps the channel. Some of the watches mentioned are linked below via authorized partners I personally trust. No pressure, just tools to help your hunt. And if you liked this video, you should watch this next video on the screen because you might like it as well.